Hey guys, it's Blitzcard back with more Genshin Impact. Today's video is on the new rotation of Spiral Abyss. I thought I'd give some of the tips I found to get you up to full 36 stars. First of all, let's take a look at floor 11. Floor 11 has the dreaded slowing water, but I would say that the only time this is a pain in the ass is when you are fighting the heralds on the third chamber. So most of my tips on floor 11 will be dedicated to that chamber. Here are some ways to deal with it. Number 1, team makeup. If possible, bring one main DPS plus 3 shield breakers. Spend most of your time dealing damage with your main DPS and save your shield breaker skills for when their shields are up. Some good physical DPS units are Keqing, Zhongli, Xiangling, Keia, Razor, Jean, Xinyan, and Fischl. Number 2, double electro resonance. The resonance allows you to get rid of the hydro debuff earlier, which is great when combined with the artifact Tiara of Torrents. Consider equipping Tiara of Torrents on your shield breakers. Number 3, cleanser. The most reliable cleanser is Bennett, followed by Jean, followed by Xinyan. But Xinyan is much less reliable. To note, Jean needs to get rid of the hydro debuff, which takes 3 swirls, so the cleanse is not instant. Number 4, shield breaker. The best shield breaker is definitely Ganyu, but all hope is not lost if you don't have her, because the other cryo units are also viable. The next best after Ganyu is Chongyun, and then Keia, Rosaria, and Diona are all viable as well. The next best element to use after cryo is Electro, which thankfully normally uses at least double Electro for the resonance bonus. All the Electro units in this game have similar performance, so just use whoever you want. Other than that, I think floor 11 doesn't have anything interesting to add, and for the first half of chamber 3, as always, the key to Season Mages is CC plus grouping with the help of Anemo units. Okay, now let's move on to floor 12. For the first chamber, I don't think there's much to say because the enemy is similar to the previous rotation. Having a shield will be a great help, but it's less of a havoc when you only have one Geobishop. Anemo will help group the enemies up, but it's not that big of a deal without one, as the flowers can teleport to you. Moving on to 12-2, for the first half, grouping is king, so Venti is king. Other Anemo units such as Anemo MC and Sucrose will be helpful too. Strong AoE is preferred. It's not hard to survive through this stage, but don't let that fool you into taking your own sweet time because you need enough time for the other half. For second half, I'd argue that this is probably the most mechanically challenging floor in that it may require a very specific setup. First, let's talk about damage mitigation. Shielding is okay for extra breathing space, but people who rely on shield exclusively will find to have their shielding broken almost immediately. In fact, damage mitigation must all play together like an orchestra. No amount of shielding plus healing can tank the damage by all the enemies at once. The other damage mitigation sources are iframe and CC, making Ganyu, Rosaria, and Diona good units for this floor. The other half of what you need is damage, and AoE is the keyword. Xiangling, Rosaria, and Beidou are premium 4-star units here. My approach to this floor is to use a quick swap team that consists of Keqing, Beidou, Diona, and Jean. I normally go after the boar first, and the rest of the enemies will come to you. For the Pyro Mage, you don't have to bring a Hydro unit here as long as you use Anemo to swirl from other Hydro critters. In fact, I would recommend bringing an Anemo over Hydro just because of how little the Hydro unit will contribute to this chamber. Now for floor 12-3, first half. For shield breaking, it has a similar approach to floor 11's Herald, except the best element now is Pyro instead of Cryo. The recommended elements are Pyro, Cryo, Hydro. So having Xiangling plus Bennett, especially Thunder Fury Bennett, is amazing here. To note, even Amber is viable as well as the rest of the Pyro units. Now for the second half, I would say that Jean plus Venti are back in action. The annoying thing is that you have 3 kinds of elemental resistance: Pyro, Cryo, and Electro, making this a bit more biased towards Anemo, Geo, Physical, and Hydro. I do think that Venti plus Jean plus double Electro may have a chance to get this chamber to 3 stars, but I don't have the proof of concept yet, I'm sorry. The idea is Beidou has a strong AoE, Keqing has a strong AoE, and they are both quick swap units ideal with Venti plus Jean. However, the team I used to get 3 stars was Xiao, Venti, Zhongli, and Jean, so all the best guys. I've been Blitzcard. If you find the video useful, please leave a like and do subscribe for more Genshin Impact content. Have a great one guys, bye bye.